So the giant leak that happened almost a year ago that showed us a ton of upcoming legends has so far been pretty accurate, since we had Newcastle, who was exactly the same, we had Vantage, who was exactly the same, and then we got Catalyst, who had a whole new set of abilities, which was super exciting, but they still had a very similar passive, and their whole vibe was still the same. So we can still look at this list to give us a rough idea of who we might have as future legends, and honestly, from the feedback I've had from you guys, everybody wants to see Jester as the next legend. Obviously, their abilities will probably not be the exact same as they were in the league, but a lot of people do like the idea of Jester. Now, if you don't remember, Jester's passive, he spawns with a grenade, and he can also toggle grenades between grenade mode and proximity mine mode that will stick to surfaces, and that means they'll blow up if an enemy comes near them. So this dude can literally set traps around the map, and it could be quite annoying, but honestly, I kind of dig it. And then the tactical was really cool. It's a Spectre drop that drops in a pod that has 3 Spectres in, and they'll guard a specific area, and only one set can be active at a time. And honestly, we could see this happening now, since we do have Spectres in the game from the IMC armories. And the ultimate was the Cloak Field, which creates a short-lived cloaking device that hides all players in a small area. And the cloak will last for 6 seconds after leaving the area, so let's say you get jumped, you can drop this on your whole team, and you can get out of there and be in a completely different position. So these abilities here look really cool, and I believe that means Jester will be a defensive legend, but that's why I don't think Jester will actually be the next legend. I mean, they might not be defensive if they do tweak the abilities, but I can't see Jester being the next legend because of that. We just got a defensive legend, and then Newcastle, who was 2 seasons ago, we got him as a defensive legend, so I think it's time we get a support legend. What do you think? Now, with all these new legends and abilities coming into the game, I'm sure you want to improve as much as you can so you can get the most out of Apex in these new seasons. Well, if you go over to Z-League, you can compete in tournaments against other players of similar skill ratings, so you can really put yourself to the test, and to give you that extra competitiveness that will motivate you into honing your skills in Apex Legends. And you can even earn prizes on the way, and you can even enter free tournaments to then give you credits that you can use in paid tournaments. And the way these tournaments work, you just register for them, and then all you have to do during that time is play public lobbies and try and get as many kills and wins as you can, and then you'll be placed against the other players in your division. And obviously, if you can come out on top, then you'll reap the rewards. And if you sign up with the link below, you'll get 500 free credits to start your account. So actually, looking at this list, we could get Caliber or Conduit if they do stay as support legends. Caliber basically had the passive where he could hold 3 weapons. His ultimate was an ammo box that would just resupply you guys with ammo, and his tactical was a sentry turret that you could attach your gun to, and then it would use that gun as a sentry turret. And then Conduit could basically just sort of heal your shields with a bunch of different abilities. But what do you think? What kind of legend do we need in Season 16? Should it be a support legend? Should it be a defensive legend? Or maybe even a recon legend? If we're going to go down that path, then it could be Scryer, who a lot of people believe could actually also be Vantage's mother, and it does kind of make sense because we have seen legends come in pairs before, as we've had with Fuse and Mad Maggie, so that would be really cool to see. Now, Scryer's abilities were a bit weird. I think these would probably be changed, but essentially Scryer could spectate the enemy team, and they could also put down some weird traps that would let you see through the eyes of the enemy. Really, really strange, really, really funky, but honestly could be quite cool in Apex Legends. I don't know. But yeah, I still think it's fun looking at this leak to see what potential future legends could come to the game, especially knowing now that there's been plenty of time for them to fully rework all these legends, and we still have no idea what the abilities could be, but we will likely see some variants of these abilities in the future legends. But I want to know, who do you want as the next legend? Be honest, it probably is Jester.